Show me the money. This episode's about getting that referral and the second purchase. Let's go.
Welcome to the Sales Process Podcast, the show for business owners and sales pros who are ready to push past limits and take their sales to the next level. Hosted by Shawn Derrick, founder of Legacy Sales Engineering. This podcast is built for high performers who demand more wins, more deals, more profit. We're diving into hard-hitting strategies, real-world tactics, and the latest tech to keep you at the top of your game. Plus interviews with elite sales pros to give you the edge you need. If you're serious about dominating your market, it's time. Sit down. Hold on. Let's go.
What's going on, guys? My name is Shawn Derrick with Legacy Sales Engineering. This episode, we're talking about referrals. It's what it's all about. The sales process doesn't end until your prospect buys again or refers a friend. I live and die by those words. It's the most important part of your entire sales process. Everything that's happened from the first impression to the end is about this deal right here. It's where you grow your business. It's how you scale. It's how your business becomes a machine that just grows and grows and grows and grows. So important that you're getting this one. Let's dive in. But first, you got to pay the fee. You got to share, like, comment, subscribe wherever you're at. Make sure that you're hitting that subscribe button if you're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, also on YouTube, Google. No, we're not on Google. Why are we on Google? We're not on Google. We are on Apple Podcast and Spotify. We're in all those places. So hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening today, and make sure you get that next episode. If you're out there and you think you got some value to share with other sales professionals, other business owners, we'd love to have you on the show as a guest. Hit us up at salesprocesspodcast.com. Fill out that be a guest form and let us know what you got, and we'll have you on as a guest. Would love to have you. All right, guys. So what is this referral thing? I know that everybody knows what a referral is, but I think oftentimes as sales professionals, we really forget to leverage this in our sales process. Why is this so important? Because it is 6 to 7 times less expensive to convert a client for a second purchase or referral than it is to get a new client. You need to understand what your cost per acquisition is in your business. All right. What does that mean? Well, that means how much does it cost me to acquire a new customer? How many marketing dollars are you spending every month, every year to acquire each of the clients that you get? That's your cost per acquisition. Some businesses, that's $5, $10, $20. Some businesses, that's $1,000, $2,000, $10,000. Depends on your niche. Every industry is a little bit different. Every business is a little bit different depending on how you market. You should understand what your industry average is for cost per acquisition, or what might commonly be referred to as CAC. Um, every industry is a little bit different. Every state's a little bit different. So do a little bit of market research and understand what the average is in your industry, and then figure out what it is actually in your business so that you can do the comparison there. Once you know what your cost per acquisition is, you'll be able to understand what you can afford to leverage in your referral business and your repeat business. So why is that? Why is that important? So if you've got $1,000 cost per acquisition and you provide a $10,000 service, you know that you can afford to give repeat customers $500 off a repeat service, because that's less than it is to acquire a new customer, right? Why would you not give an existing customer that's already done business with you once? Why would you not give them $500 off their service if it's going to cost you twice that to go get a new customer? You win, the existing customer wins, everybody wins, and you get more business. So there's a lot of different ways that you can leverage this whole thing if you understand what your cost per acquisition is first. All right. All right. So, talking about this, nothing matters if you didn't hit that last step that we talked about. Last episode, we talked about DTW, doing the work, making sure that you did what you said you were going to do, when you said you were going to do it, to the quality that you promised that customer. Super, super, super important with this step. If you didn't do that, hang it up. You're not going to have any shot here, because if you didn't do what you say you're going to do, why would a client want to buy from you again? Why would they want to trust their reputation with their friends and family members? Why would they give that to you? They're not going to. So go eat dirt. If you blew that, you're not going to get this. Go get better at the process of what you do, fulfilling what you said you were going to do, and then come back on the next one, because you're not going to get this. All right. So, how do you ask for a referral, and when is the right time to do that? All right. There's a couple of different approaches here that I like to take in referrals, and referrals are huge. I typically like to incentivize my clients some way to get a referral from them. And what do I mean by that? I understand typically what my cost per acquisition is. And so I'm offering my clients some type of bonus or incentive to give me a connection with their sphere of influence so that I can acquire that business. Oftentimes, there's two steps, or 2 to 3 different times that you ask for these referrals. All right. At every proposal that I go to, I am typically going to have a form that I bring with me. On the form, I'm going to put my letterhead at the top, and I'm going to have a sheet that has numbers 1 through 10 on it. And I'm going to present that to my prospect at some point of my presentation. A lot of times, I want to warm up my referral ask. I'm always, first of all, I'm always asking at the presentation, at the consultation step. I'm always asking for referrals there, and I'm going to explain that in just a second. During that consultation, I'll usually present this form at the front of the consultation. I'll usually slide this across the table to the customer and say, "Hey, later on during the when we get to it, I'm going to ask you to fill this out for me. And I just want you to be thinking about some friends or family members that might be able to use the services that we're talking about today. You just hold on to that, and we'll come back to that later." I'm not asking them to give this any attention right now. I don't want them to spend any real time on this right now. All that I want is for this to be front of mind so that they understand that I'm going to ask. And what they might do though is they might start thinking, oh, they're going to hear something in the presentation, say, "Hey, my friend Larry needs this. That's a problem Larry has. I'm going to tell Larry about this. I'll remember to put Larry down at the end of this thing, and we'll put that on the referral sheet." So, do your presentation, walk through the problem solving consultation with the prospect, and then at the end of it, I'm going to slide that form back over, and I'm going to re-engage, and I'm going to say, "Hey, by the way, typically I've already got the yes, or I'm trying to overcome price objection, one or the other. This is a really great tool to use when you're overcoming price objection. And I can do some training on that with you. If you want, hit me up. But I'm going to give them an incentive to fill this form out at the table, whether that is a dollar amount off of the cost, a dollar amount if somebody buys. There's some type of incentive referred or for every name that they put on this piece of paper. And a lot of times for me, I'll say, "Hey, I'll tell you what, I know that it cost me this much money to have a conversation with you and get a customer to say yes to me. I would much rather give that money to you than to my marketing guy." That's me. I'd much rather give that money to you than my marketing guy. So if you'll do me an honor and just put a couple of names on this piece of paper that you think might benefit from this thing that I'm offering you, then I'd love to help you help me. So there's lots of ways you can position that, but I always, always, always try to ask for a referral at the time of the consultation. All right. The second time is at the install. All right. Once I've done what I said I was going to do, and the customer's happy with the product that I've delivered, then I'm going to re-engage them and say, "Hey, by the way, I know you remember me talking about that, um, the bonus I'd give you for every introduction that you made for me to your friends and family. I just want to remind you that I can still do that for you. Do you have anybody that you think might want to talk to me now? I'd love to connect with them and see how we can help them too. And so I'm asking again at that consultation or at the install, whenever I've fulfilled and done my part and what I'm said I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to continue to ask periodically. I'm going to make touch-ins with that customer after install. I touch bases with customers. I try to at least every 4 to 6 months, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, depending on the client. But I'm calling just to touch in, say, hey, how's that thing working for you? I want to make sure you still like it. Oh, hey, by the way, anybody you think that you've talked to that might be a good fit that I could reach out to, see if we can help them too. And so continue to build those relationships, continue to stay top of mind. Lots of different ways you can do that. We'll talk about that in a sec. Um, the other thing that you can do outside of referrals is ask your clients to buy again. There's a lot of you that are in a industry that has an annual product, whether that's some type of cleaning service that you offer or some type of inspection that you offer. There's lots of industries out there that have an annual service, and you need to do some type of campaign to re-engage those clients automatically so that you're getting that repeat business. Guys, listen, it really is. It's 5 to 7 times cheaper to get an existing client than it is to acquire a new one. You're missing out on lots and lots and lots of dollars in your business if you're not re-engaging your client base. Find the upsell, sell them something different, find another feature, another benefit that they need to re-engage them. I've got pool clients that we're doing marketing campaigns to their cleaning clients for things like pool heaters and automation and equipment upgrades, just trying to find the upsell because they're already doing business with you. They know, like, and trust you. Give them another product to buy. This is a really great way to expand your business and figure out what the add-on is, what the extra feature and benefit is that your existing clients need, and leverage your database to do that. You can do all types of top of mind marketing to stay top of mind with these people, whether that's emails, text messages, voicemail drops, phone call campaigns. There's lots of different ways to stay top of mind with those prospects or with those clients. Excuse me, they're not really prospects, they're clients because they're already doing business with you guys. These people like you, they trust you. Give them something else to buy. They're begging you. Give me something else to buy. It's a huge opportunity in your business. So I always like to try to find something that we can solve another problem with or that attaches to our existing product that's going to benefit the client too. So these are all really, really easy ways to connect the dot here, guys, and figure out how to get more out of every lead that you're doing, every lead that you're purchasing. You already paid for that client, right? You've invested time and energy and money into acquiring that client that you've got. Why not get the most out of those dollars by getting them to purchase again? So spend some energy on figuring out a re-engagement campaign for your database so that you can get more out of it. Because I promise you there's dollars there that you're missing out on. So get the referral, get the client to buy again. The sales process is not over until those things happen. You've got to figure out a way to re-engage your existing clients. You're missing an opportunity if you don't. So I really hope this has helped you guys. If you need some help with that one, you need to some help building out a re-engagement campaign or anything like that. That's one of our specialties. We love doing those things. So hit us up, legacysaleseng.com. It's legacy sales engineering. We help you sell great products with a great sales process. So this has been the Sales Process Podcast. My name is Shawn Derrick, and I thank you for being here. If you want to be a guest on one of our shows, hit up Sales Process Podcast salesprocesspodcast.com. We'd love to have you fill out the form there. Tell us what you do, what kind of value you can add, and we'll get you scheduled for a virtual or an in-person wherever you're at. If you're in the Central Florida area, we can get you into the studio and do an in-person. If you're somewhere else in the country or the world, love to have you on Zoom. Still make that happen for you. So check it out. We got sales process workshops going on right now, guys. You can register for those at fixyourprocess.com. That's a 1.5 hour class that we dive into all of the things in your sales process, all 7 of these steps that we've gone through just a little bit deeper, and go into those and help you walk through those things just a little bit easier. So connect with us. We'd love to connect with you, and we hope that you're getting some stuff out of this. See you on the next episode of the Sales Process Podcast. We'll see you next week. Thanks, and have a great one.
This episode of the Sales Process Podcast has been sponsored by Legacy Sales Engineering, helping you sell great products with a great sales process. Visit www.legacysaleseng.com to discover your solution for every step of your business sales process. Subscribe to the Sales Process Podcast wherever your favorite podcast is available to check out fixyourprocess.com to reserve your seat at our next Sales Process Workshop today.